So we've done a lot of videos on PaulsVids. He's probably our most regular customer unless you count Thomas as a whole. Other than him, our most consistent thing we've covered is probably Charlie Brown, but none of you even watch those episodes. I guess the point is we're kind of running out of stuff to cover with PaulsVids. Other than a few animation tests, trailers, soundtracks, and miscellaneous stuff like cat videos, all we really have left are Rolly the Coach and Thomas's PC adventures, and I'm sure you can already tell what we're going to be covering today.
Thomas is a tank engine who lives at the big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy...
Oi! That's not very nice.
What?
Making fun of other people's flaws.
I wasn't making fun.
I don't comment on your glasses, do I?
No, but...
I don't call you baldy.
Alright.
I don't call you specky slaphead, do I?
Alright.
Do I?
Alright. I'm sorry, okay? Sorry.
To be fair, he was just describing Thomas, not making fun. A little sensitive, are you, Thomas?
No wonder you live on your own.
Oi!
That was a low blow, Thomas. I don't know why Paul just put a blank picture there. I don't see anything.
Hello, my name's Thomas. Who are you?
He asked. Hello, Thomas, I'm Shinty, and this is my brother Windy. We was travelling round the northwest of England when we came across the island of Sodor, and your nice farmer said we could stay in the field for a few days.
Well, he may be a nice farmer, but you still shouldn't test his patience. Now, it is a bit weird to choose caravans as the characters. I mean, I guess they're vehicles, but I don't know if it really fits the Thomas universe.
It's because they're supposed to be an allegory for Romani.
What the hell is a Romani?
Well, the more outdated term is gypsy.
Gypsies? Oh, so Disney didn't just invent those guys?
No, they are real.
Well, shit, review, but I live in America. I don't even know what a kilometer is, and you expect me to know who Romanians are?
First of all, it's Romani, not Romanian. Second, there are at least 1 million Romani in the United States.
Well, I've never met one.
You don't go outside, Professor. You don't meet anyone.
Well, shut up.
Pshaw, huffed Gordon. Their kind is the last thing we need around here.
What do you mean?
Asked Thomas.
They're perfectly nice people. You just haven't met them yet.
Oh, Thomas, you're so naive. That's how it starts. Then things start going missing in the area. Then they pave over the field, followed by a lengthy eviction process, and finally bare-knuckle fistfights amongst local rivals.
And in that precise order as well?
Oh, Gordon, stop making assumptions about people.
But the next morning, Thomas awoke to find his spare buffers missing.
And he was right in front of the door, too. Whoever got in was a pro.
And the next morning, the Fat Controller...
My eyes! My eyes!
Oh God, don't look! Don't look!
For the next few days, suspicion and mistrust grew between the engines and the new arrivals.
You can just imagine there were racial slurs being dropped.
Finally, the Fat Controller decided action had to be taken. He called for Bobby, the police engine. The engines all explained what they had lost, and Bobby listened intently. Bobby carefully examined each crime scene.
I guess Bobby can just hop off the tracks and enter a standard home, too.
Each one he found specks of green paint and the unmistakable scent of Welsh coal. Finally, he arrived at Henry's shed. Inside were all the missing items.
Don't ask me how Henry could even steal things since he has no hands to grab them.
There's my antique dome collection.
Exclaimed Gordon.
My spare buffers are there.
Announced Thomas. And there's my porn mags! I mean, who's those phone mugs?
I know what kind of man you are.
The engines were very sorry for the way they treated the new arrivals. Henry agreed to seek help for his kleptomania.
Henry just can't get a break with being locked up in tunnels.
All the engines agreed not to be so suspicious of people just because they're different. And Gordon agreed he would never again be such a racist bastard.
Well, until Diesel show up. In fucking public?
It was midnight on the island of Sodor, and at Tidmouth Sheds all the engines were sleeping soundly, or so it seemed. Suddenly, Thomas was awoken by a strange noise. It was Edward, sneaking out of the sheds. He didn't notice Thomas had seen him.
He could be going to take a piss.
I do not believe engines can urinate.
According to Paul, they have dicks, so why can't they?
Where's he off to at this time of night?
Thought Thomas, and decided to follow.
Does Thomas have anything better to do than be nosy?
He emerged. Thomas couldn't believe his eyes. There was Edward, in the strangest outfit Thomas had ever seen.
Okay, Paul has lost it. His mind is gone. It took me until now to say it.
Edward, what were you up to last night?
Oh, nothing. Just a little get-together.
Get together? Who with?
No one. Just some friends. No one.
What do you do there?
We're rehearsing for a play.
Play? What's it about?
Nothing. It's just something we're doing.
Which theatre is it?
No. It's just a bit of fun. It's just something we're doing. It's just a bit of
Can I
fun.
get tickets?
No. It's just a bit of fun. It's just something we're...
He totally bought it, Edward. Oh, look, now there's collateral.
Soon everyone knew about Edward's mysterious meetings.
Okay, well, Edward can at least laugh when the trucks die from infections.
Eventually, the Fat Controller decided to intervene. Now then, whatever Edward gets up to behind closed doors and on his own time is his own business. You engines have invaded Edward's privacy.
Privacy? Fucking Brits, man. Can't even speak your own language right.
Whatever you like to get up to in private, it's perfectly fine with us. I'm sorry I embarrassed you, Edward. And if it's okay with you, we've come to join in with you and your friends.
Edward was delighted. All the engines agreed that, however unusual and bizarre someone's activities are, they should be tolerated and celebrated. Okay then, let's get started.
Yeah, sometimes things are best left alone. I've seen war vets less traumatized. Okay, this is just getting to be too much. Next episode.
Percy works at the big station. He loves playing with the trucks all day long, bashing them around, making fun of them, undermining them, making them feel inferior, spoiling films for them, trolling them online.
Okay, we get the point.
No, you don't!
Here are your coaches, Gordon, he proudly announced.
Percy, these aren't my coaches.
Percy was embarrassed. Oh dear, please don't tell the Fat Controller. But it was too late. Percy, did I hear you correctly? Did you just call me fat? Is that how you all feel?
Well, that's awkward. What is it with this series' obsession with showing him nude? I don't want to see that shit. Okay, that got extreme. Still more tasteful than that DS and Control-Alt-Delete.
We need to show him that body image is important and that he should feel confident, however he looks.
But how do we do that?
I think I have the answer.
After weeks of preparation, it was time to visit the Fat Controller.
Diabetes.
I can't wait to see the look on his face. He will be surprised.
The engines were shocked.
But, what happened to you?
This is all your fault. It was Dr. Engine.
Dr. Engine really took your time coming up with that one.
Everyone agreed that, whether dangerously malnourished or morbidly obese, everybody is just fine as they are, and they should be accepted and celebrated. Well, no, I didn't say that exactly.
So wait, does that mean the narrator actually exists in the world? Everyone could just hear this disembodied voice at all times? Or is Dr. Engine on some other plane of mental cognitive ability?
Well, I guess I'll be going back to the chippy 4 times a day. Well, I don't recommend that at all.
And as for us, I guess we'll be on a diet of water and slimming pills for 6 months.
That's just bloody stupid. Please, can I just get everyone's attention, please? Am I the only one talking common sense here? Really? Is everyone just going to ignore me?
Looks like Mr. Jolly's chocolate didn't make you so jolly after all.
Clear. Clear. He's fine.
Dr. Engine really is a miracle worker.
Thomas is a tank engine who lives at the big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy driver. Oi! Oops.
No, don't whoops here, narrator. You had a history with this shit.
Please welcome Henry, the electric engine.
Let's hope Sir Tom Matt doesn't get into politics, or else Henry will need one of those "I was renovated before the Fat Controller went crazy" bumper stickers.
Oh, thank you, sir. That bloody hurts. Why do we do this? That's really painful.
Guess you gotta learn the hard way.
By the time he reached Edward's station, he was exhausted. Hello, Henry. You don't look very happy. Oh, Thomas, I'm knackered. I just can't summon up the energy I could when I was steam-powered. I think getting reassignment surgery was a huge mistake.
Literally just 3 coaches, dude. Maybe Thomas was right about you being too fat and needing exercise.
Get out of the way, you stupid old bike! Move! Move it! Move!
Oh dear.
Well, that was dramatic.
But Henry didn't sound like a steam engine anymore and was far too quiet. Henry, there's only one thing for it. You will have to make engine noises. What?
Pretty understandable reaction.
As Henry set off, he didn't know what to think.
Jeez, at least attach a speaker to him that plays engine noises. What torture.
He decided enough was enough. He went into a tunnel with his redundant funnel and wouldn't come out again.
At this point, he's earned it.
Finally, Thomas approached Henry. Henry, our planet is in the greatest danger it has ever faced. Forests are being torn down to provide land for living and feeding our vast population. We are burning huge amounts of coal and oil to provide power, transportation, and terrible, terrible online entertainment for the world.
Thomas has gotten too doomer black-pilled. That's what happens when Mattel buys your franchise.
So come on, Henry, flaunt what you've got. Come out of there and show us your body. And with that, Henry came out. He would never again hide himself away from bigoted stereotypes, Henry-phobics, and certainly not from the rain. Oh yeah, electric.
Why do I feel like Thomas causes way more problems for everyone in the end?
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Hello, Thomas, whistled Percy. You look splendid,
Yes, indeed.
boasted Thomas.
Blue is the only proper colour for an engine.
Oh, I don't know. I likes my brown paint, said Toby. I've always been red. I wouldn't want to be any other colour either, added Percy.
Percy, what are you talking about? You're green.
Well, yes, but in my heart I've always felt that I'm a red engine.
How can you feel like a red engine? You're green.
Thomas, if Percy chooses to identify as a red engine, then he can be a red engine.
I mean, he has some red. Define how much red someone needs to be considered red.
Doesn't matter how he identifies. Percy, have you looked in a mirror? Have you seen a green engine? You know why? It's you. You're a green engine.
Thomas, it's Percy's right to choose to be a red engine.
He's choosing to avoid reality.
Thomas, it's Percy's right to choose.
But...
Thomas, it's Percy's right to choose.
Toby is acting like he's living in a surveillance state of some kind. Speak wrong, think, and gulag for you.
And with that, Thomas shrugged and set off.
I guess that's how an engine shrugs, learning new things all the time.
As he approached, but the engines chose to avoid Thomas's gaze as they set off.
Thomas was so politically incorrect it gave everyone else telekinesis.
It wasn't long before he reached his statue at Winston Siding.
I like the casual mention of him having a statue. Everyone has one of those these days.
To his horror, it was burning. Thomas looked at all the signs placed around it.
So that's it.
Thomas was very sad. Just then, Percy approached. Don't worry, Thomas. This will soon blow over. A new engine arrived. Thomas and Percy watched as water shot out of two spouts high on her water tanks. Thomas and Percy were surprised.
I've never seen an engine do that before.
Well, Edward...
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Don't just drop that line with no further explanation.
Percy, I'm Belle.
You're Big Belle, replied Percy. Thomas suddenly had an idea. He pondered to himself as Percy left.
Sexist, misogynist, don't objectify women!
Person in history.
But, what happened?
You were right, Percy. As soon as everyone heard about your innocent comments about Belle, they forgot all about my minor transgression, and now they're angry at you.
But how do they know?
I told everyone. As soon as they realized they could twist your harmless comment into a hate crime, they decided to hate you now.
Percy was out of line, honestly. Who the hell just calls a person big? Since this was the final episode for 4 years, I guess it's safe to say that Percy died here. Well, that was Thomas's PC adventures. Hopefully Paul will consider returning to this series, but even so, it was a clever idea for a short-lived miniseries that was rather funny and entertaining. Okay, bye now.